Thank you for joining us for Cocktails and Conversations with your girls. I'm your girl, Primp and Proper, and these are my beautiful co-hosts.
Hey everyone, I'm Shataz.
Hi, I'm Shay Marie.
Hey sippers, it's your girl, Miss Jones to you.
We are here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. Make sure you're following us on Facebook and Instagram at Cocktails and Conversations. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe. Now get comfy because tonight we want to know, ladies, how long is too long to be engaged? We're also discussing JLO and her most recent engagement. Remember, we love interacting with our viewers and we want to hear your thoughts, so leave your comments below.
The Hawaiian Mimosa is an easy to mix cocktail. It will make you think that you're on the beach in paradise. The combination of pineapple, rum, and champagne is all it takes to make this delicious cocktail.
Okay, so let me be the first to try this Hawaiian Mimosa.
Oh, no, I can't have it. I forgot. I know I love it.
This is delicious. You taste the champagne, the rum, and the pineapple juice. I would definitely make this going forward.
You all know I'm a mimosa girl. I love anything mimosa. I love champagne. That's my thing. So this is just a classic for me. I would make this on any given Saturday with chilling with my friends.
All right, so this cocktail is definitely a brunch cocktail, but unfortunately, you guys, as I stated on multiple videos, and you guys all know I'm expecting, and of course, I can't have this, but it looks so pretty. But I did indulge in the cherries. But it smells so refreshing.
It is.
It smells refreshing.
The pineapple
so I can't have it, but it smells refreshing, so I bet it's really tasty. Gosh, and from the looks of it, it looks like
It is.
you guys haven't put it down yet?
Yeah, I'm not ready.
I love it. I love mimosas. I love champagne over wine. So like most people, they'll drink wine. I'll prefer a glass of champagne. So I really like it. Out of all of our drinks for the week, I would say this one is my favorite.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So I was at work the other day and I overheard a conversation of a woman who has been engaged for 9 years and they are finally starting to prepare their wedding. I was really shocked in hearing this because to me, they're practically common law married. So I thought this would be a great discussion. So ladies, the question is, how long is too long to be engaged?
So I think 2 years is too long to be engaged. I've never been engaged, but I have been proposed to, but I would say a man is really pushing it because I feel like once he proposes, you guys should start that conversation on planning a date. And if he's not planning a date, there's 2 signs. My opinion, 1, he could be giving you that ring to shut you up because you've been nagging him about getting married, or 2, he's trying to, how should I put this? Like lock you in so that you would not move on, drag the relationship until he feels that he's ready.
He's trying to pacify you.
Exactly. So
Great analogy.
So I would say, definitely say 2 years. You guys should start planning a date after, after the proposal. Find out, is this really what he wants? Maybe seek counseling after a year if you see the relationship isn't moving or he's not trying to put a date on it. Something's wrong. That's a sign, and people should, question their mate.
I totally agree with you because as for me, I feel like a year and a half is like the deadline. And I say a year and a half only because maybe the venue is not available and I'm waiting that year and a half because that's when the date is for the wedding. That's when the venue is available. Okay. I'm not waiting more than that. A year, no.
So what happens after that?
We get married. What you mean?
Right. Well, how about if he doesn't want to get married after a year and a half?
Yeah.
Oh, then why would you propose to me?
Exactly.
No, so do you call it off? That's what she's saying.
I would call it off.
To that year and a half, and you haven't walked down the aisle, you would call it off.
Yeah, because I date with purpose.
Well, you're not putting, okay, what about his finances? You're not putting those into
Don't propose to me if you're not financially ready. Because most of divorces end because of finances. If you're not ready, honey, I'm not rushing you. We could just date until you get your finances in order, because I feel the same way.
So can we easily say that he can date you for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years?
First of all, if your money ain't right, that should be your main priority. So you shouldn't be trying to date nobody.
Well, I guess. Well, I'm gonna say
if you that down, because I see people that don't make much and they're able to get married. I'm not thinking about this lap. We could assembly our lodge. I mean, ooh, girl, I just started speaking for y'all.
You started
But
to get deep.
girl, that roots. But
honestly, I don't think that there's a timeline for when you once you get engaged, because so many stipulations play a factor. Someone's finances can come into hand. Sometimes I think that as women, we always want to say, we want to give that opinion, not necessarily opinion. We want to give this date, like, oh my God, it has to be after such and such date, and if it's past this, we're not going to do that. But a lot of things plays a factor. Sometimes this man may love you so much and want to give you the world, and right now he's not able to give you, and he don't want to give you a mediocre wedding. Can we easily say that? Maybe he want to give you the lavish wedding that he thinks that you deserve. I personally had a friend, and it's not that he didn't want to propose to his girlfriend. He wanted to give her a specific type of ring. He could have went to Walmart. He could have went to Zip. He could have went and got her a little ring. But he said that she was such a great woman, she deserved more.
right.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't think that there's a time frame that you put on an engagement. I personally think that as I stated, a lot of factors play a role. There's a lot of people who have been engaged. Oprah Winfrey and Stedman has been engaged for 25 years.
But she doesn't want to get married.
Pause. I'm going to keep saying, I'm going to keep talking. Listen, there's the good, bad, and the ugly. Listen. So Oprah and Stedman, 25 years. And then there's some people that... Evelyn Lozado.
All of her situations have been long engagements.
And that's just to probably pacify her.
Thank you. What's the Jennifer Hudson and the wrestler? They were together.
off.
But this is what I'm saying. Honestly, ladies, love is a gamble. Love is a risk. It is. Right? At the end of the day, the best lessons learned in life is through experience. The only thing that it costs you is time, unfortunately, right? Mm-hmm. But I don't think that we should put a timeline on it. Love is a risk.
But I want to piggyback off what you said, because you said your friend's mates wanted to give her a special ring so he wouldn't propose right then and there when she expected him to.
No, he wanted to give her a specific ring because he think that she was so deserving of it that he didn't want to give her mediocrity.
So that's what.
But that's what right. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
That's what prolonged for him.
So don't propose to me if you don't.
Did he propose? Did he propose?
He eventually proposed.
Exactly.
And he gave her the ring that she deserved. He thought that she deserved.
That's my thing. Don't propose to me if you're not ready to get married, or if you don't have the finances in ready.
But that's the point I'm trying to make. So let's say he did propose to you, because as I stated before, and I will always say this, life happens. He proposed, he was some executive, and he gets fired.
Yeah.
Okay, then that's a different story. But I'm just saying But I'm not talking about those stipulations. No, because then life happens, like you said. But I'm not talking about when life happens. What I think the question is when these guys propose to their woman and they have you just waiting and nothing changes. They still have a job. Yeah.
And then look,
I'm not
let
waiting.
me say this.
If nothing changes and your finances is still the same, I'm not waiting no 2 years. Sorry.
Hold on. Let me say this, ladies. So you get engaged. And I don't think we take into factor, you're on honeymoon stage, you're loving each other, and it's amazing, and it's wonderful. You guys are basking in love. Listen, people fall in and out of love all the time. So how about if at the end of the day, I know, biblically they tell you that you shouldn't sleep with a man before, you're married. I personally don't agree. That's something that I'll just say. You shouldn't move in with someone until you're married. I personally disagree with that because I think that you never truly know someone until you live with them.
Yep.
And I do think that sex is a very important part in a relationship, and I want to taste my waters.
With
So listen to what I'm saying.
fornication for 5 years.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
Okay. 'Cause that-
So no,
that's what it gets
I'm
with
just explaining to you something. So here it is. Oh, Lachey, you made me lose my whole thing. But that's okay, honey. Go ahead and go with your thought because I was actually really going somewhere with this, and
It'll come back.
It'll come back. Well, go ahead.
My thought is that, well, first, I want to say something about what Vanessa said. I'm okay with dating someone for a few years, dating 3, 4, 5 years. But at the point where you propose to me, because while we're dating, I don't see that we're living together or doing anything like that. But when it gets to a point where you propose to me, then that's when the clock starts ticking. And then also, we're not talking about our biological clocks. Like, we're all in our 30s, you know? You get in there, you're getting there.
knocking on the door.
Exactly. So that comes into play as well. So we can't just be sitting waiting on a man to marry us 3, 4 years, and by the time we get married, we're in our 40s. Like,
So you're saying after 4 or 5 years, you're like, hello, what's going on? We need to get married. So now you're gonna rush the process?
no, I wouldn't rush the date. I would not rush the dating process. Like I said, I'm okay with dating someone for maybe not 5. Let's just say 3 years.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that was wrong.
Right? Okay, then you propose to me. That's when the clock starts ticking. You know, we got a year to get it done.
Right.
Now, if it gets to that year mark and we have not walked down the aisle, it depends on the reason why. Because now I got to evaluate and see, okay, did you just give me this ring to pacify me, or is there a legitimate reason why we couldn't make it down the aisle within a year? You know, it could have been finances. But, so yeah, in the example, 9 years is too long. Like,
Definitely.
how you engaged for 9 years?
But this is the thing, you guys, and this is what I was originally going to say, and I lost my training of thought. You know, sometimes you get into the relationship, as I said, you're basking in love, you know, everything is going great, you guys are in love, you know, so on and so forth. Love is an emotion. You can fall in and out of love, right? You can easily fall out of love with someone. You can potentially move in with somebody and say, you know what, you know, this is not the person. You can eventually, if you guys weren't having sex, you guys have sex and be like, oh Lord, he wasn't blessed down there and he's not set. No, come on.
I do believe you need to make sure he's blessed.
Exactly.
Because you don't want to
I
marry
agree.
somebody who ain't blessed.
And God forbid you marry him, and Lord, you probably gonna be contemplating cheating on him. So,
You will. Yes.
right? So we gotta be on it. Like, can we be real? Yes. Can we be real?
But it's so crazy because people always ask me that because I'm waiting on marriage. And people always ask, well, what about if it's not big? So you believe God for everything else and you don't think God will bless you with a man that has what
honey.
you need to satisfy you?
Well, honey, I will say this. I'm a witness. I have a girlfriend who's with that guy. And it's not that it's not big, but it's just not satisfying. So it's not big
But
enough.
it's something that it can work. When you love somebody,
It can work.
No.
yes.
Girl, that's a whole topic. Hold on. Girl, it can't work, honey. Honey, that motion in the ocean
Love
part-
is more than an emotion to me because your emotions are always everywhere. If you base love on being an emotion, you have no idea what love is.
Love is
So
an
you
emotion.
can marry someone who cannot sexually satisfy
I'm not saying
you.
Listen, I won't know because I won't know until I get married. Because I'm waiting.
You cannot. Just say you cannot.
All right, ladies.
But I'm waiting on marriage. I always tell people, I just don't think God is going to try me like that.
Girl, sometimes, Lord, honey, that's a different
Well,
topic,
we'll see when I
ladies.
get married. God not going to try me like that, y'all.
Okay. Well, for me, I don't want to get all Christian-y, but for me, I don't like to be in a lifestyle of sin. Of course, you know, you sin, people sin, you're forgiven, all of that. But I don't like to make it a lifestyle. So being with someone, living with someone, and just having that whole relationship, and you not, to me, that bothers me.
It does, yeah.
Like after I start feeling guilty, like
That's good. That's
Yeah.
conviction.
it's conviction. I get
Can I be real with y'all?
To each his own.
Can I be real with y'all? Okay. So me and my husband, we met in the beginning. We're, you know, friends, great friends, hanging out. So we finally crossed that threshold. We have sex, right? We have sex, and that's something that I've always, you know, I can easily tell you that of course, I'm gonna taste the water. I probably taste it dabble in it once or twice, right? So just to see how it is. So we crossed that threshold, and I could remember going to church, and I used to cry. People like, they don't know why I'm crying for, but I used to cry because I used to feel so dirty at church.
Yeah.
Sometimes me and my husband would engage in sexual activity, and I would cry. He would feel so guilty. He's like, Tracy, we just don't have to do this. And I'm being real with y'all, because it became a problem. Now, we went through our stages, and he was respecting the fact that I wanted to practice celibacy through our relationship. And of course, we stumbled. We did. But eventually, he was willing to put his sexual desires aside because of my convictions. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're gonna run into guys who are willing to do that, and then you're probably not gonna. So I'm not gonna. I respect what you're saying, Vanessa. Honestly, I really do, because I know what I went through personally.
Yes.
You understand what I mean? I know what I went through personally, and it was not easy. But as I said, we're not going to get into it too much. But listen, I have known women who have been in relationship and who have not been satisfied sexually, and it has not gone right.
It's frustrating.
Well, I'm not gonna let that scare me. I'm keeping it on lock.
Okay. Yeah, keep it on.
Keep it on lock, honey.
But there's other ways to find out.
How?
Exactly.
Well,
Trust
not
me,
really,
there is.
Not
That's
really,
right.
Because you can touch and you can feel, but that
Ladies.
doesn't mean that it's gonna stay up for the whole time. I'm sorry.
We have to.
Anyways.
Listen, let's get back to this topic, you guys. My hat, you guys. Let's get back to this topic, because truly, how long is too long? As I said to you before, there are people who have waited and it hasn't worked out, and there's people who have waited and then they have this fairy tale ending. But at the end of the day, you never know what it's going to be, because love is a gamble.
Yeah. Okay.
We all adore a good engagement story, especially when it involves some of our favorite celebrities. However, getting a ring on it doesn't necessarily mean that a couple is ready to walk down the aisle right away, or even in the next year. Some celebrities are opting out for a very long engagement leading up to tying the knot. In some ways, no time at all, and they just get it done. It's no secret that our Latin diva Jennifer Lopez is engaged for the 5th time to the American former professional baseball player Alex Emmanuel Rodriguez, better known as AROD. If her and AROD were to get married, this will be Jennifer Lopez's 4th husband. Do you think that the media has a right to judge her? Or do you think that they should be celebrating the fact that she didn't give up on love?
So ladies, I don't think social media should be judging JLO. Instead, they should be celebrating her because of not giving up on love. First of all, JLo's the catch, as we know. Everybody wants JLo. So JLo doesn't necessarily have to marry who she needs. She marry who she wants. And we need to understand that, okay? And social media need to understand that. So my personal opinion is that the men wasn't man enough for JLo, and that's why she either booped them or didn't go through with the engagement. So at the end of the day, again, JLo's the catch, and social media should be commanding her on not giving up on love.
I agree. I don't know what's it to people, like, if she's happy, if she's found love again, she didn't give up, kudos to her. We should celebrate that she didn't give up. Which I want her to be bitter. after she done moved on with her life, and those people that she was married to or engaged to moved on with their lives as well. They're married, they have kids. So I think we should celebrate her. And that rock is amazing. It gets better every engagement. Exactly. So I just pray that this is her last marriage, because I feel like they make a beautiful couple. I feel like he fits her. So I feel like this is the one. This is the one. I just feel like that. Mm-hmm. Hopefully.
It's been so much of memes going around. One in particular that really just tickles my feathers is the one where it's a screenshot of AROD on his knees, pretty much, proposing to her. And they say, sis, like, you still surprised? Like, why are you acting like you surprised? You've done this so many times. So it's hilarious. But I do think I commend JLO for not giving up on love. It's because it's so easy to do that. I know that in the media, this has been something that was trending a while ago. It's been a while. Drea and her fiance, Orlando, they've been together for a total of 6 years. They've been engaged for 4. I think they got engaged June 2015, and they have a 2-year-old son. And in her situation, everyone's saying, hey, listen, leave this man. Like, he's not ready to marry you. He's not. And he honestly did when they broke up. I don't know if you guys remember seeing that. He stated that he wasn't ready for marriage. He said that was something. He said that was something that he just wasn't married. He wasn't. He said something that he said that. But in the beginning, honestly, I really do think that he loved her so much. In 2016, they were featured on the documentary Black Love. Did you guys see that?
No. I don't remember seeing them.
Yes, and it was, that's one of my favorite shows.
Me too, but I don't remember seeing them.
2016, you have to look it up.
Okay.
He was on there, and it's so crazy. He was so, when a man loves you, right? You ever see when a man loves a woman, the way he looks at her, the way he talks? He was very emotional during that interview, during that documentary, crying, getting teary-eyed, saying, he's the only child. He never really knew how to love until he met Drea. Wow. So it's beautiful. You viewers, please definitely look it up. It's beautiful, you guys. But it's coming to the point, like, okay, so what now? Like, it's been 4 years. Does she give up? No. Do you think she should give up, or does you think she should still keep going? Like, listen, you guys, I'm so sick of this hat. I'm so sick of this hat.
You would give him an ultimatum?
It's been 5 years, right?
If their relationship is
5 years?
It's been 4 years for
the
engagement, 6 years for the relationship.
I think being a celebrity, I think social media plays a big part. Maybe I don't know. I think because of the rumors and what people have said about Drea in the past, maybe he's not ready to tie that knot with her being a bad mother. But I think she's a great mother to his kids. Well, that's what it seems to me, but
he has other kids.
Yes. Yeah, he has twins.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't understand. I don't know why they would be engaged for so long. I just don't know, unless both of them have cold feet.
No, I know that for sure Drea wants to be married. It was a picture that was trending on social media where Kylie and Drea was on the picture, and Orlando goes in the comments and he says, are you ready to get married? And she's like, let's go to the courthouse right now. She's ready.
Yeah.
She's ready.
So
I think I think it's him.
Mm-hmm. I do not understand that.
Because
you
he
have
has
the
the money.
woman that you want, you have the money. What's the issue?
They look so cute together.
You should not let fear keep you from that.
When after being in a relationship for so long, when you break up and you haven't gotten married, what do you have? You start over from scratch. You have a baby, but nothing else, nothing to show for it. And I was reading a post from attorney Thomas. She's Rick Party's wife.
Okay. Rick Party.
Yes. And so his wife gives relationship advice and everything because she's a divorce attorney. So she sees this. And she wrote a good post about women moving in with men, living with men, being engaged, then the relationship, ends. And this woman that moved into this man's house, helped him pay his bills. He now done accrued a whole savings based on, the portion that he's not paying, has equity in his property that you helped him get because you helped him pay the mortgage. And then when the relationship ends, you walk away with nothing and he has all these gains.
Not I.
Not I, said the dog.
That made a lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
That made a lot of sense. So I look at that situation and think, okay, you're contributing to a home for 6 years, and then after 6 years y'all decide to walk away from each other. What are you walking away with? Is your name on the home? You know what I'm trying to say? I don't know, I guess I look too deep in this.
No, not at all.
No,
you
you
have
have
this is
to.
your life. Time is something you cannot get back. That's the most valuable thing in life. It's time.
One of the most valuable.
But as far as JLO, okay, so back to JLO. I think that we should be celebrating that she hasn't given up on love. I think it's beautiful. Like, you got to be a strong woman to keep going in there. You keep going in the ring, You got to be strong, because most women after 1 or 2 breakups, you like,
I can't take
I'm
this
done.
fight no more.
It's exhausting.
But I do think the media is handling it. Some people are handling it different from how they would handle a Kardashian. Because remember, Kim was going through her thing where she was being engaged.
No, they
24-hour marriage.
With Chris.
No, I think
36,
they.
no,
72
They had a lot
hours.
of memes about her, so they ain't spared.
But I think they did her worse than
Oh, they
JLo.
did.
Like,
They
everybody's happy for JLo. But if
They
it
should
was
be.
Kim Kardashian, she would be under the grave if she was going in her 5th marriage, right?
can't
Is this
even
her 5th
compare it
marriage?
No.
Why?
Drink to that.
Kim is an attention seeker.
That's what I'm saying.
JLo
People-
doesn't have exactly. She doesn't have to do anything for attention. She demands it. Exactly.
I interned for her. When she walked into that room, I was dressing the model. I don't know what it was. She walked into the room and it was like mirrors on the wall. I felt her in the room.
Exactly.
She demanded my attention.
So you think Kim Kardashian, her marriages and engagements were for publicity?
Of course.
Versus you believe JLo, all of her situations are
actually been in
genuine.
love.
Okay.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I truly believe
I can
that.
see that. I can see that.
We would love to keep the tea spilling, but unfortunately we are running out of time. But you can keep the conversation going by leaving your comments below. And on our Facebook and Instagram at Cocktails and Conversations.
If you enjoyed tonight's show just as much as I did, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a beat. And don't be shy, leave a comment and let us know how long would you wait or how long is too long for you. Until next time, good night.